rappers whose careers took a big hit in 2018.
This is my thing, Nicki Minaj, right? How you saying that I got ragged by Riley at night, every single angle, and where am I getting ragged at?
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. 2018 was a very interesting year for a whole host of reasons, and in the rap world, we saw a lot of people rise and just as many people fall. Many rappers had record breakers, while others saw personal issues and choices define how their year went. But which stars took the biggest hit in the year? Be sure to like the video and subscribe to King Trending. Number 5, MGK.
I'll tell you, I had a clip ready. I heard Kill Shot and I put that back in the holster. I'm like, oh, word. All right.
MGK has never been a top-tier rapper per se. He's had his hits, he's had fame, and he's sold out concerts. But many think of him as the light version of Eminem, which is poetic because last year MGK had arguably his biggest spotlight when he went up against Eminem in a rap feud. So where did this whole feud begin? Well, you have to go back to the back half of 2018. Eminem had gone very quiet after the release of his 2017 album Revival, which was the first panned album of his career. Not something he was very proud of, to be sure. So he went into hiding basically and poured everything into the next album that he was going to do, and the result of that was Kamikaze. Kamikaze was the response to everyone's criticisms of Eminem and his last few albums.
Go public with it and publicly express your opinion and how much my is trash.
He basically called out everyone and anyone he had ever had beef with, ever had a feud with, ever had a problem with, and etc. And in the song Not Alike, this included a diss on MGK. Obviously, MGK didn't take too kindly to that, so he went out and released a song called Rap Devil in response to this insult. He attacked a lot of things about Eminem, including his looks, his relationship with his daughter, his music, and anything else that ever came to mind for the rapper. The result of Rap Devil was twofold, and the impact is up to you. Because on one hand, Rap Devil was MGK's best song in the eyes of many. He took the fight to Eminem and got a lot of views on YouTube and other services as a result. But this also gave Eminem the reason he needed to fire back. He made a song called Kill Shot as a response, and it utterly eviscerated MGK. He even went so far as to take the lyrics of Rap Devil and break down why they were wrong or weak or pathetic. The diss track was so vicious that just about everyone feels that Eminem won the battle. And even if you're on MGK's side, there's one fact that you can't deny. MGK made Rap Devil as a music video track. Kill Shot was only done as a lyrical video for YouTube, and yet it got more views than Rap Devil did. All the eyes were on MGK to see what he would produce next, but in a twist, he went on to a radio show and noted that while he had a response, he decided not to bring it out, and that he wanted to end the feud where it was and not extend it any longer. But was that really what happened? Not in the eyes of the people. They think he just felt outclassed and thus decided to drop out of the feud, which would actually make sense if you really think about it. Either way though, the feud ended. It was almost an antithesis of how it started. As for what happened next, Eminem was viewed as even more of a rap god now than he did when Kamikaze released, and the album was a chart topper. As for MGK, he did release some music afterwards, but it didn't nearly get as much attention as Rap Devil, showing that if you lose a feud, it's going to affect you in the long term. Number 4, 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's a popular rapper and a gang member who recently pled guilty to 9 felonies.
While all the rappers on this list have seen their careers hurt in some fashion, none of them can honestly compare to 6ix9ine. This young rapper seemed to be ahead for the big time with the release of a new album in the back half of November last year. But instead, on November 18th, he was arrested by the FBI for various federal charges. I'm talking racketeering, possession with intent to harm and sell, and so much more. To be clear, 6ix9ine has a long history of trouble with the law, but this was much more than any of those acts by a factor about 10. Mainly because those events never really went to trial for a variety of strange reasons, whereas this was an ironclad arrest meant with the intent to keep him behind bars. Now, if you've been following our videos documenting the case and its developments, you'll know that things are looking a little better for 6ix9ine. He decided to take a plea deal in order to get no jail time, which was a smart move for the most part. Mainly in order to get that deal, he had to rat out his former friends and members of the crew that he was a part of. So, in turn, he became a snitch, which is a big sin in the eyes of many in the rap world, to the extent that even if he does get out of jail, he thinks that he will this year, he'll be facing a lot of persecution from members of the rap community. Then again, even with his cooperation, it's not specifically stated that he'll get out soon. Only time will tell what the true fate of 6ix9ine really is. Number 3, Nicki Minaj.
Cardi left the party with a nasty bump above her left eye.
What was that? You don't know how Nicki Minaj made it onto this list? Well, it had to do with a singular incident, one that made all the headlines in the wrong way. For you see, on the female rap scene, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are without a doubt the headliners. They're the most popular names, they've been in the headlines a lot because of their music and antics, and they know how to give the fans what they want, more or less. Given all the fame and popularity that they have, and the fact that they're each referred to as the queen of rap, it shouldn't really be surprising that they clash quite a bit, both in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. But last year's things got very visible, very personal, and very physical. Some people feel that their rivalry is a bit fabricated and is fueled more on by the media than anything else. But there have been instances where this was proven to not exactly be accurate, and when some people started to claim that Cardi B was the queen of rap, despite Nicki Minaj already claiming that specific title and having been in the game longer, it got very ugly. But whatever you feel on the matter, everything reached a boiling point at a Fashion Week event in mid-2018. Both Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were invited to the show, which is to be expected given their high style and fashion sense, as well as their popularity on the music scene. What caused the whole incident to occur, though, was the twofold. First being that they actually arrived pretty close to one another. Nicki Minaj was the first to grace the red carpet, and then Cardi B soon followed. I bet you can guess what happened next, correct? When it came time to walk down the carpet herself, Cardi B found herself right behind Nicki Minaj. So as soon as the two posed for the cameras, rather close to one another, and Nicki took that opportunity to say something very unkind. According to reports, Minaj said something really bad about Cardi B's daughter, which ticked Cardi B so much that she literally flew off the handle. No, seriously, they literally threw it down and had to be separated by their own security guards who were at the event with them. Cardi B even threw a shoe at Nicki, and Nicki apparently landed a couple hits on Cardi B based on the photos that were taken afterwards. The fight was publicized all over, and it's not really surprising given that these are the queens of rap and that they just tried to beat the crap out of each other. Plus, it made a heck of a story both in the terms of Fashion Week and these two and their personalities. So why did this diminish Minaj's career in part? Simple. She was honestly the one who caused the event. Sure, Cardi threw the first of the exchange, but Minaj was the one who instigated the incident. She should have known better, or she should have understood that Cardi would have taken that. Or if she did know that and wanted to cause the fight for whatever reason, that makes it even worse. Sure, now Minaj is still making music and being herself, but this fight is going to hang around for her for a bit, and she has herself to blame for that. Number 2, Cardi B.
And it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore.
Oh, you thought that Cardi B was going to escape this unscathed? Hardly. Because if you paid attention to the other queen of rap, you know she has had just as much trouble in 2018 as Minaj. In fact, she actually got into even more trouble. The trouble that is still present today as we cross into the midway point of 2019. Let's start with something that's definitely made her not look so good. Specifically, her situation with Offset, her husband. Throughout much of 2018, fans were eagerly waiting for the birth of their daughter, who would later be named Culture. However, also around that time, a tape of Offset with another woman came out and fans were begging Cardi to break up with him, but she didn't. That was until December came around and she then made a sudden and rather shocking video on Instagram stating that she was going to be separating with her husband. The video was brief and leading many to wonder if this was really true, and speculation then grew for some time. But then a few mere weeks later, things started to happen that made the whole situation feel a bit dubious, not the least of which was an on-stage crashing by Offset during a Cardi B concert, as well as them being spotted together in Puerto Rico. And by that time, the 2019 Grammys came along, no one was really buying their act, and they seem to now know this because they then walked the red carpet together. This was basically a publicity stunt, and Cardi B might have gotten more attention from it, but it did threaten her credibility. However, the ironic part of all of this is that also in 2018, Cardi B got into an incident with some women at a club, and the reason for said incident was that Cardi accused one of the ladies of sleeping with Offset. They denied it, but Cardi didn't believe them, and the incident literally broke out and caused lots of damage. Cardi B is actually on trial for this right now, and recent events have made it so that she could technically go to jail for many years if she is convicted of this crime. So if 2018 is where Cardi B took her hit in her career, 2019 could be the year that puts her away. Number 1, Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
I'm writing for you.
I was just there with you as friends, helping you.
I mean, do I really need to say it? Do I really have to talk about all the crap that Kanye put people through during the year that was 2018? Oh, I really do? Okay, fine. Let's start with one of the ones that got a lot of headlines, shall we? Mainly that he decided to take a swing at his fellow rapper and former friend, Drake. And in a song alleged that Drake had an illegitimate son. He was right, but Drake was furious that Kanye did that in such a fashion, and out of nowhere, and thus started a year-long feud, and one that is technically still going on today. The climax of this This was in December when Drake, in an attempt to make peace, asked Kanye for his permission to use a collaboration that they did for another project. Instead of just saying no, Kanye chewed out Drake and then went on to Twitter and did a 3-hour-long rant about Drake and then anything else that came to his mind. Granted, this was because of his bipolar disorder, but by his own admission, he's refusing treatment for it. So all of this honestly is his fault. And as for the music, well, let's just say that he made headlines for the wrong reasons, especially when it came to his collaboration he did with Lil Pump in I Love It, which was I kid you not, the theme song for a certain adult expo. Yeah, that one. Finally, his acts have caused all sorts of weird moments on social media, like him asking if the legendary game designer Hideo Kojima was really in New York because he wanted to hang out with him, or his visits to the White House and hanging out with Trump, and so on and so forth. Kanye is really just a walking time bomb, and when it goes off, we're going to see something we'll likely not forget. And so there you have it, a bunch of rappers who had a pretty rough 2018. So which of these do you think got the worst of that year? And which one do you think got off lucky with all things considered? And of course, do you know any other rapper who should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on King Trending.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad Mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.